Let me show you guys how I made my cucumber limeade agua fresca. I'm gonna need one whole cucumber, but first I'm gonna give it a nice rub-a-dub-dub. Chop it up into little pieces, and then half of a cucumber I'm going to use as garnish. I cut the cucumbers small enough so that the pieces can fit through the straw. You will also need the juice of 5 limes. I'm also gonna wash them with soap, that way they don't have that waxy residue floating on top of my agua fresca. I make sure I squeeze every last drop of those limes because produce is so damn expensive. Once I get all the juice from my limes, I'm gonna stick everything into my blender. The cucumber peels, the lime juice, and about a cup of sugar. I'm sure I use more, but if I tell you guys, you will pass out. I fill up the rest of my blender with water and blend until smooth. Then I pour everything into a 3-quart pitcher, I believe, and fill up the rest of the pitcher with clean water. Add your cucumber pieces and mix everything together. Now this is a perfect chance for you to check for sweetness. If it needs more sugar, add more sugar. If it's too sweet, just add more water. And you know it wouldn't be me if I don't do the most when it comes down to my agua frescas. Yes, I smeared my whole cup with rim dip from the inside. I fill up my cup with ice and then pour myself some delicious and refreshing agua de pepino with limon or cucumber limeade agua fresca. And yes, you're still watching me put more stuff into my cup of agua fresca, and like I said, it wouldn't be me if I don't do the most. I just add some thin slices of lime inside my cup and then one on the rim so it can look cute. And that's it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye. Let's pack today's lunchbox for my cousin and her coworkers and my followers. Today I made them spicy, crispy chicken sandwiches. Yes, again. But that's because they're a huge hit when I make these. So much that I had to buy me a deep fryer that kept shutting down my freaking power in my house. So I'm so sorry for those who had to wait. But it works amazing. It leaves my chicken super crispy. I also get their condiments ready that they're gonna take with their order, which is just ketchup and then the wannabe Chick-fil-A sauce. It's so easy to make. It's literally just mustard, barbecue sauce, mayo, honey, and lemon juice. I butter up my buns to make sure they're nice and crispy. Add a shitload of pickles to that one. Tomato, lettuce, and a big papa chicken thigh. Some of them got Monterey Jack cheese and the other ones got American cheese, but that's because I ran out. And not everybody gets a big papa one. It all depends how the thigh comes. I wrap them up in parchment paper and put them in my phone box. Now for the fries, you guys always ask me how do I make my fries. I've been sticking them in the oven only because I feel like they get super oily when I deep fry them. I don't like oily fries. And I just season them with chicken and beef Chef Merito seasoning. I'm not satisfied on the way the fries come out, so I still need to work on them. The only options I had for drinks today was watermelon and cucumber limeade agua fresca. And that's it, guys. Today I had over 20 orders. I got my ass quacked, let me tell you. And you already know she comes and picks up during lunchtime. Bye. Let me show you guys a simple recipe for watermelon rim dip. You're gonna need 6 of these watermelon pulparindos. You will also need 3 watermelon lucas. And since I'm extra AF, I'm gonna use some watermelon flavoring. You will also need some tahini. I use 2 types of chamoy. I use this big papa one that I use more for consistency because it has no flavor. And this chamoy, which has the flavor. Now we're just going to do the fun part of unwrapping all your candies and dumping all the powders. Then I put all the pulparindos into a non-stick pot because we're going to take this to the stove and melt them on low. Make sure that it's on low and you don't burn it because if you do, then it's going to be disgusting. Then I add half a cup of my cheap chamoy, half a cup of my good chamoy. Now I'm just going to whisk everything together on low until there's no more lumps. We want this to be smooth until there's no more lumps like this. Now I just add the watermelon powder, half a cup of tahini, and this is the part where everyone's gonna have a heart attack. Yes, more sugar. I'm only gonna add 2 more tablespoons of sugar, and that's so the consistency can get thicker. 1 capful of the watermelon flavoring, couple squirts of fake lime juice. I like using the fake lime juice because my paste will stay longer in my fridge. I mix everything together, let it cool, and once cool, you can start making all of your delicious drinks. That's why it's called rim paste, because it's for the rims of your cups. But our favorite way to use the rim dip is on fruit, especially on some watermelon and some nectarines. And that's it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye. Let's pack today's lunchbox for my cousin and her coworkers. Today I made them pineapple mango habanero hot wings. To my chicken, I really don't do much to it. I just make sure I get the ones with the most hormones. I season them with a little bit of Chef Merito and some baking powder so they can get nice and crispy. And don't worry, guys, I also made some lemon pepper ones for the weenies. You already know that when I have a new kitchen gadget, I have to use it. So I'm gonna deep fry my wings. For the sauce, I'm going to use this hot sauce that was sent to me by a company called Elijah Extreme. He sent me a message and he told me he wanted to send me his hot sauce, and I told him if it ain't punching and kicking, I don't want them. But he told me that they were punching and kicking, so he sent a couple of them my way. The first thing I thought when I saw this box was hot wings and agua fresca. The one I'm most excited about is this box though. It has the ghost pepper sauce, the reaper sauce, extreme regret sauce, but that's going to be for another video. Anyways, in a pot, I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of butter, some garlic, and the whole bottle of hot sauce. But I must admit, it did need a little bit more of a kick, so I'm adding a couple drops of the ghost pepper sauce and a little bit of Nana's touch. Then I mix everything together, let this simmer on low until it turns into a glaze, because I want my wings to be a little bit on the sticky icky side. As soon as my wings come out of the deep fryer, I put them on a separate pan, and then I add a couple tablespoons of that glaze, give them a quick mix, and make sure that they get completely coated on that glaze. Then I put them into my foam box under a sheet of foil because I wanted to cover them so they can stay nice and warm. They also got a side of some crispy seasoned fries. I'm also gonna put a side of ranch for dipping, and don't worry Karens, I wash my hands, and a side of veggies that they're most likely not gonna eat, but they're a must when eating hot wings. And to go along with the wings, they're also gonna get a pineapple mango agua fresca. Yes, I saw that black thing, I scooped it out, it was part of the pineapple. And that's it guys, and I'm just gonna get everything ready for her, including her drinks, and then she comes and picks up during lunchtime. Bye! Let me show you guys how I made my mango pineapple agua fresca. First, we're gonna peel our mango. Now, I don't know if this is the safest way to peel a mango, but I still have all my fingers, so I guess. Also, we're not gonna throw away the seed of the mango. I'm gonna use half a pineapple, and I'm going to cut it into small pieces. If you use a core to your pineapple, you may wanna strain it or make sure you blend this shit really well. Add everything to your blender with 1 cup of sugar, wink wink. Now just fill up the rest of your blender with water and blend until smooth. Now I'm just gonna pour everything into a 3-quart pitcher. Then I fill up the rest of my pitcher with water. I also add the mango seed. I don't know why, but my grandma used to do it, so I'm doing it too. And a couple slices of some rotten oranges for garnish. Just kidding, they're blood oranges. Now just mix everything together, and this is the perfect time for you to check for sweetness. I'm just gonna fill up my favorite cup with ice and pour myself some delicious and refreshing mango pineapple agua fresca. Garnish any way you want. I'm gonna use a slice of orange because I forgot to save some mango and pineapple. And there you have it guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Let's pack today's lunchbox for my cousin and her coworkers and my followers. Today I'm making them Cuban sandwiches. I start by removing the bone from my pork that I slowly cooked in my oven for about 12 hours. Then I shred my pork and remove any nasty fat parts. Now, with a new set of gloves for all my Karens and all these viejas envidiosas out there, I'm gonna butter up my buns to make sure they get nice and crispy. And then I begin to assemble the sandwich. I start with the big handful of pork, and then I drizzle a little bit of mustard, which by the way, I did a shitty job. Add a couple slices of Swiss, a couple slices of ham, and some pickles. I top it off with my top bun and then smear the top with lots of butter so I can stick it in my panini press so it can get nice and crispy. As soon as my sandwich is ready, I wrap it up in some parchment paper and I cut it in half for them so it can be easier for them to eat. And this is what the inside looks like. Now I'm just gonna get all the condiments ready that they're taking. This time they're only taking ketchup because along with the sandwich, they're gonna get a side of fries. I'm changing the fries up this time just to see if these are a little bit better than the other ones, and I'm just going to season them with a little bit of adobo. I'm also making a couple special boxes for my neighbor and his wife because I finally know who's putting my damn trash cans in. And I also made one for my son's girlfriend and his sister too. That way they have something to eat when they get home from school. They had the option between a soda or a berry limeade agua fresca, and they chose both. I'm getting everything ready for her, including her drink, so she comes and picks up during lunchtime. Bye!